GamingToFightCancer, and my name's Jut, and we are playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, and we are just starting Chapter 2. We're starting right where we left off at the end of Chapter 1, so let's dig right into it.
Ugh. The air in here reeks. Can't wait to get out in the open. Man, what is that? I've never smelled anything so foul. Oh, it's me. Gotta do something about that, and soon.
I felt that one in my guts.
They just keep on coming.
We need to get out of this place.
I think everyone's a little
Was
on
it the
edge
Mako
after
density?
that bombing
The primary
of Mako
explosive?
Reactor number 1.
The blasting agent?
Hey, we can figure that out later.
I'm running on empty here.
See, Jesse's
can
really
refuel
worried
at the
about that
base.
explosion.
Next time I'll have to bring a little pick-me-up.
And again, that was touched in the OG game. She wondered why that explosion was so powerful. She didn't think
How
it
much
would do
farther
that
do we
much
have to go?
damage.
Not
And
far.
We know that it didn't. Potions there of the schnack.
That's
You guys-
about as good a place as any.
Stand back then. I'll set the bomb.
They're getting ready to bomb and blow some
Can't
hole
wait
out of
to
here.
see you, Marlene.
Can't wait to take a hot shower.
You see, in this stream this time, I've moved the camera position to the bottom right corner so it doesn't block my menu, and hopefully it'll be fine in this lower right-hand corner. I don't think it's used for really anything, or nothing will be obstructed.
She's good to go.
Alright, here we go. Jesse's setting off another bomb.
Fire in the hole!
You sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson to anything that gets in my way.
Attention all citizens. Attention all citizens. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fire. In response, a disaster warning has been issued in Sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Therefore, all residents of Sector 8...
No. No way.
This couldn't have been us, could it?
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
Merc's right. It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor, and the planet won't be safe till we get the rest.
Yeah. We always knew this was gonna get messy.
And this is only the beginning.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice. Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain, just like the planet. But it's okay, cause I'm here for you, to help take the load off your shoulders.
Barrett
Your
trying
fears.
to rationalize what has happened.
Your worries, your concerns, and yes, your fears. Whatever your problem, I got you.
I think Barrett's
what's our next
realized
move,
what's
boss?
happened here, and that things
That's
are a lot
easy
worse than
enough.
even he thought it was going to be.
We get our
So he's
asses
trying
home.
to take more of a load of the blame and the responsibility than the rest of his crew in Avalanche. Take a look around here. I don't believe if we go back, I don't believe there's anything extra here that we missed. There is this little schnack here that we'll take. Helpful bottle of ether there.
We'll split up and shoot for the last train home. Regroup in the freight car. Got it?
Later then.
you'll see that we're in Sector 8 right now, so if we look up, we actually see the sky. It's full of clouds, but we're not seeing the steel plate that we would if we were in the slums.
Hey, I'd like my money now.
You can have it once we're back at base.
Yoo-hoo. I don't need to tell you what this is, right?
Of course not. It's healing materia.
You can have it for saving my life.
Just doing my job. Nothing more.
Yeah. Fact is, I'm lucky you were there.
Survival can be a matter of luck or skill. And you can't rely on luck.
Words to live by.
Yeah, well, thanks.
You do know how to use it, right?
You do know what I was, right?
So here we have a tutorial on how to use materia. I'm going to go ahead and skip this tutorial. I already know how to use materia, and then just kind of take up useless time. What we are going to do real quick, since we're in this menu, is we're going to go into the materia settings. And it doesn't look like we have the option yet, to change out with Barrett Clouds by himself. Okay, so we'll have to do it this way. So we're going to go ahead and add that healing materia on. What I've liked to have done is taken the healing materia that Barrett had, since that one already leveled up a little bit, and use that one instead. But it looks like the game's not going to give us this option right now. And we don't need to change anything else there.
Okay, I was only trying to help. Oh, before I forget, here's a little something extra for being so brave. That really was the ride of a lifetime. Well, see you on the train.
So that bottle of ether and those 2 high potions we just got were a result of the first choice we made in Chapter 1 of choosing 20 minutes over 30 minutes for the bomb detonation. If we had chosen 30 minutes, we wouldn't have gotten those 2 extra little gifts, but as we saw, that 20 minutes was way more than enough. So now we can kind of see the devastation from the fallout of the So many NPCs here have random dialogue. You can spend quite a bit of time. We won't stop and listen to all of it. We'll pass by and see what everyone's kind of saying.
I know it's scary, but we'll be okay.
In response, a disaster warning has been issued in sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Immediate evacuation is advised. If you observe any suspicious behavior, please inform the nearest public security officer. You may alternatively contact security headquarters. I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified
Cloud!
intruders
Up
have
here!
detonated a
Look
bomb
up!
inside Mako
I said look up! Careful up here. This could collapse at any moment. If you want up, you'll have to use those stairs.
In response,
So you see over here, we have a little glowing material.
Why did this have to happen
there.
to us?
We'll be making our way over to the ship.
rendering the entire sector hazardous.
The stairs are right there if you want to try crossing the rubble.
If you observe any suspicious behavior,
Shh.
What? Why?
Don't worry. We'll get you looked at soon enough.
Station's intact. What the?
obviously having a flashback to Nibelheim here. We know who this is. And obviously this did not happen in the original game. The scene of escaping the reactor was very, very short, but they have made this into a full fleshed out section here. And added a couple new surprises. It's interesting to see just how tall Sephiroth is compared to Cloud. That wasn't really something that was profound in the original
It couldn't
game,
be.
but they've made him much taller in the remake. So Cloud's having a little delusion here. We don't really know what's quite going on. We see all this rubble and fire. And if you look at the buildings, you see the street signs of Sector 8, but also look at the building right in front of us. That looks like something that would be found in Nibelheim. So worlds are kind of clashing. Reality is kind of mixing here between the buildings on fire, which seem to be from his hometown, and in the background, you can see the rest of Sector 8 as well.
The hell?
He doesn't know what's going on. Unfortunately, we can't move any faster than this. One speed right here.
Wait. You're not real. You're dead.
I am.
I killed you with my own...
Oh, you need not remind me. It was the crowning moment of our time together. But that was then, and this is now. I have a favor to ask. Our beloved planet is dying. Slowly. Silently. Painfully. Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud. Were the planet to die, so many things would be lost. Your hometown that burns so bright. The sound of her voice, pleading for me to spare you. The shiver of her flesh, yielding to cold steel. That which binds us together would be no more, and I would be loath to live in such a world, which is why I must ask you this one favor. Don't worry, it's a simple thing. Run, Cloud. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
You bastard! Yeah!
Good, Cloud. Very good. Hold on to that hatred.
So a lot of very interesting words from Sephiroth there. As I mentioned at the beginning of this game, is pay attention to the dialogue, because a lot of it seems to have more than one meaning, and that becomes a lot more clear once you've actually completed a full run-through of this game.
I'm seeing things.
That dialogue
Fumes from all the Mako
can be
maybe.
kind of confusing,
All right.
but
You
it
got
becomes
this.
a lot more clear, at least partially more clear, once you've completed this game and you know a little bit more about what is going on and which way this remake is going.
You all right? I'm gonna miss my train!
Expressway. You are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk.
I think that maybe they would have stuck something back here for us to pick up. I guess not.
I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of the Sector 8 Expressway.
Because we want to search every nook and cranny.
Just that. Can't go this way.
Sectors. Why this one?
So up those stairs is the way we're supposed to go.
The people who did this are get me out of here.
It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave your residences at once. I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of the Sector 8 Expressway. You are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors.
Man,
Please leave your
what a
residences
mess.
at once.
It certainly is. And again, that was Shinra's doing. We blew up part of the reactor core as far as the mechanics go, but they took out the rest of
An evacuation
it.
order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of the Sector 8
Mom,
Expressway.
we want to get our toys.
You are advised
There's a
to vacate
schnack.
the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor
Sure
have
you
caused numerous
After this
ongoing
is over.
fires. Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave your residences at once. I repeat. Are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires.
How do they expect us to evacuate?
So now we're on Loveless Street, and you'll see there's that materia right there. But we're not going to be able to
Don't
go
let the
into
intruder escape.
All of Shinra's troops are on alert now. They're looking for us. Don't know if they know exactly who they're looking for, but they're looking for anyone suspicious. And you will notice that everyone here is dressed pretty normally. You know, they got blazers and pantsuits and normal clothes and dresses, and we've got a big sword. That might be a clue. And it looks like we see a familiar face over here.
You are too weak to save anyone. Not even yourself.
Very ominous.
Are you okay? Hey, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Here, this is for you.
Huh? A flower?
That's right. It's a gift. You know, for scaring those things away.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my luck.
I heard that, you know.
Okay, so again, this is a little callback to the original game. Sort of. We've now been introduced to the beautiful and quirky Eris Faramis. Yes, that's a little joke. Her name is Aerith Gainsborough, but again, playing the OG game for so long, I've always known her as Eris. You kind of see which direction everything was going when they didn't change her name in Kingdom Hearts, and they kept it as Aerith, so it's no surprise that they renamed her Aerith for the remake as well, to keep the continuity in line. So one thing I have never really understood, though, is why her last name is Gainsborough. Her last name is Faramis, and that is because her parents are Gast and Infalna Faramis. Professor Gast was in charge of the Genova project, and met Infalna, the last surviving ancient. They got married and had Aerith, and so her name is Aerith Faramis. Now, as we know, eventually Eris's parents both die, and in her dying words, Infalna asked Elmira Gainsborough to take care of Aerith, and she did and took her home. But Aerith was 6, 7, 8 years old at the time. You would think that she would know her full name, and why she would have it changed, or be accepting of that change. I don't know. Maybe it was just okay. Maybe the developers didn't think of that. But to me, she will always just be Eris Fairness. Well, I guess that's not true. Eris Gainsborough. So you'll probably hear me call her both Aerith and Eris throughout this playthrough, because as far as I'm concerned, either one is fine. Now what we have here is the flower scene from the original game, where you could get love points for either buying the flower from her or shunning her and turning her away. In this case, we're going to get the flower no matter what. But there is a point system here between her and Tifa and kind of Barrett, as far as some scenes that will happen later in the game. We will be going for the Aerith scenes for later in the game, so we'll be choosing the options that really get that and hammer that decision home. Just because if I had to choose one of the two, I choose Aerith every time. So instead of saying I'm good, we're just going to say how much.
How much?
Well, that depends on the customer. In your case, it's on the house.
Huh?
Lovers used to give these when they were reunited.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things.
Oh, I'm sure you are. So?
So keep your distance.
Wait, you think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about? Relax. No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Hey, a Mako reactor just blew. You shouldn't be out here trying to sell...
So now we have something strange going on.
Help me!
And now Cloud can see what she sees. What are these things? Why can she see them to begin with? And what are they interfering with?
What are they?
Drop your weapon!
And it looks like we've been found.
Are you blind?
You know, you're right.
Wait!
Nice meeting you.
But Cloud doesn't have time right now to
Sword on the
monitor
ground!
exactly
Right
what's
now!
going on. We got some business to take care of.
Try this. No. Not bad.
Okay, so from now on we're going to be pursued by these guys, but this will give us an opportunity to go and get all the materia and stuff that was previously unavailable to us.
You there!
We can go get now. And this will make a couple of mistakes here as I get used to being lower level again. Even such as using Braver right there that I really want to use. Typically that shortcut was my triple slash. It will be again later on. Aren't going to be as smooth as I thought they were going to be.
Those in the vicinity are instructed to leave immediately.
Alright, so that's a little HP up materia. We're just going to keep that stored for now. Actually, no, we're going to go ahead and use that, because we do have some cure that's already leveled up, and we have plenty of potions to get us through the rest of this level, which we do have to do on our own.
Train services may be suspended without warning.
To the crew
Should this
until the
occur, your
very end of it,
patience
just
and
like
understanding are requested. I repeat.
No other snacks down here.
Emergency Operations Center. The area near the expressway is still extremely dangerous.
fully maxed out HP ups are also extremely important for playing the new Game Plus in hard mode on this. Every character is going to require now fully maxed HP up on them. So this is the passage right here that Aerith disappeared down towards, and obviously we can't follow her. The box is a snack to take. Presumably she went through this gate here.
You are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires.
And another little thing to point out here. Let me see if I see a flyer. This is right where we met her, and we are standing right in front. Let's see, is this it? Let's see, the Loveless Theater, coffee. I'm looking for a specific sign for one of these buildings that I came across during the first playthrough.
You're not going anywhere!
Looks like someone found me first.
Sector 8 units, we have eyes on the target. We need backup.
Enough. Not bad.
For whatever reason, I'm not seeing it. One of these buildings right here is called the Costa del Sol Bar and Grill, which is just a little hint, a little throwback to the OG in Costa del Sol, which is a resort town. Oh, Bar Casmo. Well, I won't spend too much time trying to find it. Just keep moving on. But if you get a chance and you're wandering around here, there's all kinds of little Easter eggs that you can find. And there's a little materia for us. Deadly Dodge. So Deadly Dodge builds up ATB when you dodge attacks. There's a lot of strats out there, a lot of materia, pairing combinations, and you can use Deadly Dodge. I never really incorporated into my playstyle.
Try this.
So, for the time being,
You're done. Time to burn.
okay, so here is the unfortunate thing here is that we don't have any character to switch to, so we just gotta wait out this animation. See, this guy's watching, choosing.
Let's finish this. Sorry. Nothing to it.
So what I am seeing that's going to be a problem a little bit in this run, there's a little take, is now where my camera is placed. It is placed directly over where my HP and MP gauge is. So I'm just going to have to be a little more careful. Go ahead and use a potion. Yeah, we can see that my health is getting pretty low there. But at least I can see enough of it that when it's getting low, I can see it's not completely obstructed by the camera.
Just give it up! Don't run! Take a
There's nowhere to run!
You're done. So long.
It's interesting using Braver a lot here. Braver, of course, was a limit break. Like his first limit break in the OG, which he just made a special attack.
Let's do this. This will take longer.
Later on in the game, I stopped using it and used other attacks more. It's pretty beneficial. It's doing really good.
Sorry.
Troopers on standby!
So this is meant to make you rush through this area with the helicopters chasing you and all these guys here.
You are clear to engage.
But we're still going to take the time.
Be advised, target is headed for the station.
Especially, like I said, we want to build a league. We want to get this materia leveled up, cloud leveled up. We want to do as much fighting as we
Enemy combatants, you are surrounded. Surrender.
Don't let him escape!
Give on! Ground forces engaging target at Totten Plaza.
Move in!
All nearby units converge and provide immediate support.
Let's go over here.
Try this. Grenade out!
It's over. That's that.
Target still mobile. Support. Proceed to rally point at the station.
So much for the direct route. Find another way. Use the rooftops, maybe.
So the game's giving you a clue as where to go, but we're not going to do that just yet because we want to take a look around and just have to see if there's any other snacks to find. I don't remember if there are or not. I'll say that there is, but figure that out in just a
Don't
moment.
let him get away! No matter what! Got you now!
I should note, this is not endless fighting. We couldn't stay here until here it comes potions or we just got sick of it. There's a fight in these guys.
Let's do this. No escape.
Message from aerial recon. They want us to lock down the station area.
Here we go. That's that. That's that. Enough. I'd be better off trying my luck somewhere else.
And even now Cloud is telling us that we should go somewhere else and keep moving on. But we don't want to do that just yet because we want to find everything as we search every nook and cranny. It's always good when we come across some boxes too because it tells us that we haven't been somewhere yet. Except for obviously it looks like I have and I just missed these boxes.
Looks like the station's crawling with public security.
I wish it was crawling with snacks instead.
But the rooftops look clear.
There's our way out, but we're not going to go to it just yet. Got a Moogle medal out of that. Alright, still need about 29 more of those. Then again, those are random drops. Sometimes you can get a whole bunch really quickly, sometimes it takes a while to just go around and find them. But as long as we get upwards of 30 of them by the time we get to Chapter 8, we're going to be fine. If we don't have enough, there's a little bit of grinding we can do to get some more specific mini game that you can do that every time you complete it, it gives you a medal. It takes a couple months to do each round. We'd rather just have enough to buy everything that we're going to need with those medals at the time rather than spending time grinding for it. Well, unfortunately, I think we've taken everything to take from here. There doesn't seem to be anything else, so we'll keep moving on. This helicopter that's up here is going to start shooting at us when we get up to the top of the roof, but the damage it does is negligible.
Open fire! Shoot to kill!
Close call.
Be advised! Target approaching residential area! Seal all action immediately!
Target sighted! Get him!
It's all or nothing now.
Get this schnack instead. And an iron bangle. Oh, you know, one thing I forgot. One thing that we will be using inside this game is the. Can we even use it yet? Can we go into? Yeah, we can't access the DLC from the Butterfinger event that they held before the game was released. It was buy 10 specific types of candy bars and you get a whole bunch of armor and stuff like that. I did do that. I got all the DLC and I ate all the candy bars, and it took a little while to work all that off. But we will use that once we can. It just doesn't appear that we have the ability to do so yet.
Don't underestimate him.
Need a light? It's over. Have this. Was never in doubt.
I see him!
Get some extra vision seeing me on the side of that poster.
That's that. Let's go.
Confirmed! Target has entered residential area! Full lockdown is in effect! All units, get...
There's the trains, and their images stamped there, the Shinra corporate beagle.
In the vicinity of Fountain Plaza. A security lockdown is now in effect. Residents are instructed to remain inside.
You're mine now!
Not enter outside. And announcement is made when the lockdown has been lifted.
See ya.
I repeat.
Not bad.
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. A suspect in Reactor 1 bombing has been sighted in the vicinity of Fountain Plaza.
Target spotted! Moving to intercept!
Lockdown is now in effect. Residents are instructed to remain inside.
Well, I guess we'll
Not
go back
enter
and take care
outside
of
for
these
any
guys.
An announcement will be made when the lockdown has been lifted.
Try this. That it?
You guys have any shields that we do, we have to.
Calling fire.
We have to roll around them to get behind him.
He's here!
Jazzy. Where are you at? And I'm stuck through this animation as he is shocked a little bit. There we go. Took care of that. And we'll go back up here just for a second to see if there was anything to take. Yeah, there's a schnack hiding in the corner. Some stamp graffiti here and some other stuff. Looks like a little octopus, a whale, something. we do have a little mini boss fight coming up. It's not very difficult. It's just a super powered trooper called the Huntsman.
Enemy combatants, you have been warned. Surrender yourself to public security immediately. You have nowhere to run.
Enough! Didn't want to be locked in. Let's give him a grenade and be done with him.
You're welcome.
There you go.
Going in.
That was nice.
You're mine.
Basically double staggered. Yeah, we got both of them at the same time. That's great.
Let's go.
Ah, another moving metal. Excellent. Alright, so here should be the little end boss coming right over here. Move these boxes first. One more little schnack.
End of the line, punk! I'm gonna enjoy this.
A whole bunch of them. This is shades of the OG when you get surrounded by all of them there.
That's that.
Alright, so we're just going to this riot trooper over.
Have this.
That should do some damage. A bunch of them. And do basically the same thing over here. Riot trooper.
You're welcome.
There, the red shield is that huntsman that I was talking about.
That's that.
Alright, so
no holding back.
Operating mode.
Gotta be careful.
Get some little potion here.
I see you.
Try a little standoff with this guy.
Come on.
And really, so we're just trying to build some team. We'll actually give him some fire. So
Time burns the
pressure a little more.
Whatever.
And one more time should take care of that.
Pay attention. Won't last long. All right.
Do your worst.
This is game over.
Oh no, he got me. Well, that was unexpected. I was expected to heal up again real quick, but I accidentally attacked. Alright, so we will just start over. I was kind of hoping that I would be able to go through this whole thing without a single defeat. And he's actually never beaten me before, but I guess I'm being a little more cautious with this being a live stream playthrough. So, well, we'll just go back and we'll do it again. Any luck, maybe we'll get another movement medal out of this. No such luck. Alright.
End of the line, punk! I'm gonna enjoy this.
So same strategy as before. We'll take out the right trooper with the grenade. Should take a whole bunch of these guys out at the same time. Grenade to the right trooper.
Heads up! I'm ready!
Here looks like I missed one of them. Let's go. Spells, fire.
No escape.
There we go. Item, grenade to the huntsman.
Have this.
Give him fire.
Need a light. I'm waiting.
And that what we have right there was an ATV loss. I was trying to back focus thrust. He attacked first while the animation was kicking off, so he did a whole lot of damage, and I didn't even get I didn't even get the effect of the ATV. So I'm gonna need to heal up here.
Steady.
That little clip through helped us out a little bit.
Do your worst.
Time to burn. You're mine.
Stay. And we'll finish him off.
Calling fire.
So that fight didn't go nearly as well as I wanted it to. It's kind of embarrassing actually, but at least we're through it. And this is the end of chapter 2. Shades of the OG, same thing happened in the OG, happens here. Someone recognizes Cloud there, an infantryman. Does he recognize Cloud? Does he recognize the sword? This kind of shades of Cloud's past right there.
Guess Cloud won't be joining us after all.
No need to assume the worst. I'm sure he's fine. You saw him in action, didn't you? Guy's a soldier. Goddamn one-man army.
You think he's a keeper?
On my go. You had me worried for a minute. What the hell you been up to, huh?
Giving public security the runaround. That's what. Had to draw them away from the station somehow.
Nicely done.
Well, can't argue with results, huh? What?
Wait. Got a question for you all.
What?
Ever been attacked by an invisible enemy?
What?
Wearing robes. Came and went like the wind.
Thought they were invisible.
They were, at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
Cloud certainly had some of that, didn't he?
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Suit yourself. Come on, let's move up.
A lot of people here.
And in the freight car, too.
Because of the evacuation order, maybe?
So there won't be any more fighting as we close out this chapter here. We're just on the train going back to Sector 7
Due to an
slums.
explosion at Mako Reactor 1, an emergency schedule is now in effect. Your understanding and cooperation is appreciated.
I heard there were anti-Shinra folks, but this is...
At least I still have a house.
Just wanted to be alone.
I haven't been down to the circus in years.
So cramped.
Down there.
Could Avalanche really be behind all this?
Sorry to disturb you. Uh-oh. Okay.
Leave me alone, all right?
Hey,
You
got a
see, my
sec?
daughter now lives in Sector 8,
You're,
so...
holding up pretty well, huh? Even after what we saw at the station and all over Sector 8?
I'm a soldier.
Have
Wow.
they caught the perpetrators
My hands are
yet?
still shaking.
You get used to it.
Something to look forward to. Or maybe not.
You
So
see,
one thing I
my
want you to
daughter
notice
now
real
lives
quick
in
as
Sector
we're
8,
moving through
so-
here is this girl right here.
Why don't you learn to take a hint, buddy?
See that she has question marks for her name while everyone else does. Why could that be? We're actually going to run into her later on in the game.
Why don't you learn to take a hint,
Quite
buddy?
a bit later on in the game. But just so you see her, she'll pop up a couple of times, but we won't learn her name
Why don't you
until
learn to
much
take a
later.
hint,
And
buddy?
because that's part of Remake and not OG. It's actually, she's part of the compilation. We'll learn about her later on.
Why don't
but
you
it
learn
is
to
just
take a hint,
interesting that
buddy?
she's here now.
Have they caught the perpetrators yet?
Little help, Cloud? Please? I can't stop thinking about it. The bomb I made shouldn't have produced an explosion that big. It doesn't make any sense.
The explosion triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
That was my first guess, but shouldn't a reactor have fail-safes to prevent that kind of thing?
I'm sure Sector 7's affected too.
You mentioned invisible
Shinra
enemies
wouldn't let
back
that
there,
happen.
right?
Right.
No. I'm just looking for excuses for something that was clearly my own fault.
Jessie really blames herself for
Gotta
all this
own up to it if I'm gonna learn from
devastation.
this and move on.
She's taking it
Thanks,
all
Cloud.
to heart.
You're a good listener.
She really did not think the bomb was going to do that much damage.
What kind of maniacs would go so far as to bomb a reactor?
They've yet to announce it publicly, but I heard it was Avalanche's doing.
Really? Aren't they the terrorists who tried to kill the president?
Is there nothing they won't do?
Hey, quit talking out your ass. Everyone knows Avalanche only cares about saving the planet.
Barrett
Just
is not
who do
very
you think you are?
A law-abiding, concerned citizen.
Law-abiding? Really?
Shh. Don't antagonize him.
In my humble opinion, that explosion was a message. A message to the bastards bleeding our planet dry. Think they got it? Heard it loud and clear? Y'all's masters?
We will not submit to intimidation or violence, but work together for peace and prosperity. That is how civilized people change the world!
That's right!
That is the Shinra Creed!
Just goes to show that there's a whole bunch of normal people who just
What we
work for
believe.
Shinra.
We all have to follow our conscience,
In the original
don't we?
game, the only people that you saw were employees of Shinra were all the big evil villains. But they employ thousands of just average, everyday people doing regular jobs.
Oh dear.
I didn't hear anything. You gotta believe me.
No snacks to take here, so we'll just listen to Barrett pout a little bit.
You hear that suit? Shinra Creed my ass. We're the good guys, damn it. You hear that suit? Shinra Creed my ass.
Alright, now we have a little shades of the OG as well, as we have this conversation with Jesse
I
and
find
Cloud.
visual aids make the dull stuff a lot more bearable. If it helps, think of it as an initiation rite.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm not...
There's such a thing as playing too hard to get. So, here we've got a wireframe model of the great city of Midgar, complete with massive steel plates suspended 300 meters above ground level, atop which stands a shining beacon of civilization. The whole system is sustained by the Mako reactors, which feed the insatiable appetites of the public.
The train will be passing through an ID checkpoint shortly.
This here is the train's route. As you can see, it'll take us around this main pillar. Look, we're about halfway through it now. They've set up a checkpoint here to scan the IDs of all passengers heading in and out. Date of birth, residential status, criminal history, all that and more is automatically cross-referenced in their databases. Public security wouldn't have it any other way. Heads up. Don't worry, our IDs are impeccable. What'd I tell ya? Have a little faith.
She sounds a little bit like Dutch.
Won't be
from
long
Red
till we
Dead
reach
there.
the bottom.
All you need is a little
Relax.
faith.
Take a good look. It's because of that great big pizza in the sky that people down there gotta struggle to survive. Shinra sucks up Mako while the soil turns to dust, the air fills with smog, and the flowers die.
Then leave and don't look back. That's what's always worked for me.
Well, that's all well and good, if you're only out for yourself. But the folks down there don't have the luxury of choice, you know?
Like this train, I suppose. There's only one way it can go.
Alright, and that completes Chapter 2, and we will be moving into Chapter 3, so this is where we'll end this stream and end this video. So we have a nice clean break here. The train will be coming into a stop. I think there'll be a couple other words, and then I'll be able to save, and we will finish this up. Until next time.
Hey! Still alive? Over here! Oh, you guys!
Damn straight.
Daddy!
Oh, sweetheart.
I'm glad you're home.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
Goodness.
Knew it couldn't be that bad. No way.
Hot damn, we are good!
Yes! Bombs detonated 1, members lost 0.
Having this conversation in front of everyone is a
brighter
great
future.
idea.
Hell yeah!
Guys!
And then all of a sudden,
Lower your voices, huh? People are listening.
Oh, right.
says the guy who started it.
Now get some R&R. You've earned it. Just be ready for the next mission, all right?
As they get off the train carrying all kinds of weapons while everyone else is dressed normally.
See you soon. At 7th Heaven. You know, where Tifa works. Don't keep her waiting. She'll worry.
Alright, and that finishes that. We still don't have the ability to put on armor yet. So that will have to wait until later in Chapter 3. So that will do it for here. We'll go ahead and save. Save over the same file as last time. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that will end this stream for today and this video. So again, wherever you are, however you're feeling, if you're lying in bed, reeling from side effects, it hurts to move, it hurts to breathe, it hurts to open your eyes, it hurts to close your eyes. I know, I've been there, and you will get through it. All you have to do is keep breathing, and the best part is you don't even have to think about that because it is one of the things that your body just knows how to do. So, take care of yourself wherever you are, we're here for you. Click on the next stream if you want to keep on going throughout this game. Keep listening. We'll keep playing. Take care of yourself. I'm Jet. This is Gaming to Fight Cancer, and we'll see you next time.